let's kick it into high gear. Let's start it up with number 5 right here. And I got to go with a weird one, but it's in my top 5 for sure. I don't know if it would have been top 5 if I wouldn't have penalized the I Quit match, but it is. I'm going Shawn Michaels, Sycho Sid, 1997. This is the comeback for Shawn Michaels. This is after losing to Sid at the Garden at Survivor Series. So they really wanted the sympathy on Shawn. This is the Alamo Dome. It's in San Antonio. They gave him the home court advantage as the challenger. He came out with the cowboy hat and the mirror outfit and the whole shebang. This was peak pain in the ass Shawn Michaels.
I was just going to say,
such a pain in the ass, in fact.
Sid quit.
That Sid became a babyface out of this goddamn program. It got to a point where the fans were like, fuck this guy. Yes, master of the world, all that sweaty shit. Sure, why not? Go, Sid, go. They turned on Shawn at the Garden. All arrows pointed towards Shawn returning as a heel. It did not happen. He doubled down on the babyface bullshit, and it all went down here at the Royal Rumble. They ended up pulling off a really cool match. Dave, did you get it? You got a chance to see these matches, right? Your thoughts on Sid and Shawn Michaels one-on-one at the Rumble?
And I always want to preference this with, I know there's nostalgia behind these matches. I don't have. Yeah. So I'm watching it from like a very disjointed.
No, you're watching it with fresh eyes, essentially.
This is I wouldn't say it was the bottom, but it was one of the weaker matches out of the ones on the list. Mainly because my biggest gripe with this one is the chemistry between Shawn Michaels and Ferguson.
Okay.
I'm very big on timing, as I say many times here, and their timing was just off. Shawn does a great job at selling stuff, so it still looked good. But there were many points where they both just weren't on the same page. It mostly looked like, I don't know if Shawn was going too fast or Sid just wasn't in the right place at the right time, but there were a few times. I think there was a crossbody. There was something else that was supposed to happen. I think he like kicked him out of the ring or something shit like that. We just like shoved him. There was a lot of weird timing in this match. They just didn't look. Now, if you're explaining that he is coming back from something, like he was out for a while, and now was this his?
I'm not going to use that. Sid has a history of sometimes getting lost.
Okay, the timing was off. It wasn't a terrible match. I'm not going to put it bottom 10 because I think out of this whole list, there's some that can go underneath it. But for your top 5, it is the low. It is 5 out of the top 5. And that's where it got to be because it was weaker from the rest of them, for sure.
Fair enough.
It felt
Stephen James joins us tonight.
Hey.
Vince. And Sid looked like an absolute star, but he is a bit clunky.
There we go. That's the way to say it. I didn't say it didn't look great. It just clunky is a great word for this. That's exactly what it looked like.
Yeah, Joe, do you have any strong memories of this match?
I had a fun with this one. 97 was a great year. Everybody was alive. Things were good. I didn't have to pay for pizza. That was good times. And I definitely would say that this was, one of those, as Steve said, clunky, not to steal, but I am gonna. But this was a time where I got annoyed with the WWE because they kept throwing these monsters at Shawn Michaels, and it's kind of like the original Rey Mysterio effect in my purview. It's like, this is not believable. This guy, Sid, is like 60 feet tall fighting this dude that's, average. Well, above average for sure, but I never really jived with the Shawn Michaels era. Kind of when I was like, what's WCW doing?
In 1997?
Yeah.
There was see if you vibe with me on this. Would you consider 97
this is the In Your House years, right?
Well, 96 had In Your Houses. The In Your Houses started late 95, but would you consider 97 the start of the Attitude Era?
Was that when DX started off with all that?
Yeah.
When they crushed the LOD?
shortly
after this. Yeah.
After this, yeah.
I suppose.
Not shortly. I'm my bad. Not shortly. It was toward the end of this, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of DX. That wasn't my jive either. Because
you weren't a fan of DX?
No.
Oh my God. Let me guess. They were disgusting. Is that what it is? It was a morality thing?
No, it wasn't morality.
So crass.
I loved LOD and have this like roadie trash LOD. Was like, what? Are you fucking serious? I was like, nope, I'm out.
Listen, I was in the building when that match happened, and you're not alone in that thought process.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, the blind eye. This is bullshit promo.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So yeah, so you mentioned earlier, Dave, about the nostalgia behind it. It does. I said this a bit when we first started doing the list that sometimes the matches are either higher or lower depending on where my nostalgia is with that. But I always hold this match in high regard because as a kid, I was a big Shawn Michaels guy. Big Shawn Michaels guy. One time he came to Age of Reason, Bret Hart was the tide had switched a little bit, especially since I found out what kind of an asshole he was actually being. I kind of decided to switch sides on that one. I came around eventually on both of them. But yeah, Sycho Sid.
I always knew. Fuck that dude.
Yeah. Joe, this one's for you.
Joe, what's up, Jack? It's a former barkeep friend of mine.
Well, he chimes in with, what about Shawn's hair? Oh, good question. Hold on a second. I don't recall if anything.
Is this when he started going bald?
Oh, I would doubt that. That didn't happen for another couple of years. That bald spot just absolutely, you couldn't get away from it. I know that he was wearing
on. Don't worry.
Oh, maybe he's run to something. I'm looking at some of the pictures here. I can't share them, but a little bit on the thinning side, I guess. We forgot to mention Jose Lothario in all this. This was when the manager, when he had his old trainer out there.
Came back,
against his goddamn will, because he's just like, Jesus Christ, why do I have Jose Lothario with me? All right, so that's number 5. Shawn Michaels versus Sycho Sid. Good times.